I'm saying that you shouldn't do it. This is the one reason not to buy the Boss plow, but you can do it. Again, I just don't think it's safe, and I think they could do a little bit better job of it. And I like to bring it on a little slower, stop a little bit. I want to take my window out or my toolbox, so. Just like that, it's doable. I just don't enjoy doing it, and especially in the winter. It would just be, to me, it's really unsafe. So you can back it on and off, you can do it. To me personally, I don't recommend it, and that's why I think the Boss plow for the V plow, I don't think you should buy it if you got to do this every day, all day. If you don't back it in, you can't really pull it up and in because the width of the plow won't fit. And I know it's probably hard to see, but you're gonna have too much width, at least for this truck, and most trucks, it's not gonna fit, so you have to back it in. If you got really long ramps and a good ramp system and a way to do it, do it. But for most people, I just don't recommend it. With the ramps being slick in the winter, if you're able to coat them, I mean, if you have things in place for safety nets, then I recommend it. But for me, I think this is the one downside of the Boss plow, and just take it as you will. That's my opinion personally. If you got to load it in the truck, especially just a normal truck, not a flatbed, don't do it. If you have a flatbed, you know, good ramps, go for it. Do what you want to do. So, but for most people, if you got to put it in the back of your truck, I don't recommend. I'll show you guys how it's unloaded. All right, so got it unloaded. Now let's flip it around. I'll show you guys the front view of trying to load it forward. Now on this ramp specifically, I've got a bolt on the bottom I'll show you a picture of. It kind of catches the bottom of the plow a little bit, like that. And so you can see how it puts the tailgate up a little bit. So back it off a little bit. You know, work with what you got. I find if you put your plow just a little bit up, it can clear it. Then work your way up, and you'll be able to go from there. So again, I guess the flatbed part is nice because if you got to load it, you don't have to worry about the sides of the plow hitting. So I mean, I can go further, but I don't see the reason why. You can see the tires cleared it. The plow's ready to go all the way up. If I didn't have the bed, if I had a flatbed, it would fit just fine. And I'm sure in the winter it'd be just fine too, but you know, sliding in the back of your truck, make sure you got a headache rack. Just make sure you got safety things in place. You know, plan when something falls off the edge, a tire or something, and it's gonna be slick in the winter, ice. Just always be prepared. And when you're backing it down, it's gonna catch everything pretty much. And then again, just work your plow to get off, I guess. Another really important thing about when you're doing that, if you are going to do this and you have a ramp, make sure you, you know, put some protection on your ramp and add some skid plates, or the bar is going to hit, you know, where they're just going to rub and eat at, and you don't want, the last thing you want is for your ramp to have an issue when you're loading it. If that happens, it's going to eat at your ramp, eat at your ramp, eat at your ramp. So make sure you got some thick metal, some protective pieces on that, which will add to the thickness a little bit. If I was able to pull this plow forward and not back it in, I would do it all day. I would get rid of the trailer and just do that. But having to back it in, to me, is just a lot less safe. I want that weight up front, and I want to know that I've got traction heading up the trailer right here. I want my weight up here, and I don't want my weight back. I know the plow could catch you, especially this plow. You're not going to tip over. You know, it's not that big of an angle, really, for an ATV. So, but I like having the weight and being able to go up that way. I don't really like backing it in. That's my personal preference, and that's why I think, you know, if you want a Boss plow, stay away from it if you want to be able to put it in the back of your truck and not back it in if you want to pull it in and up. If you want a different plow that's straight plow, do anything you want. They're a lot better. They have better ground clearance, and you know, hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit. If you guys have any questions, hit below. I'll be happy to answer, and hopefully this helps you guys out in your purchasing decision.